Hello and welcome back, Weather Nerds. For those first-time viewers here on Weather It's True, I'm taking questions from you, the viewer, and will answer them to the best of my ability. Now, of course, I received plenty of phone calls and emails saying that we were wrong about our forecast, and for that reason, I've turned the tables on you, and instead of you asking me, I'm going to ask you. So here's the question that I have for you. What do you think goes into a meteorologist's research to draw up a forecast?
Probably just pull something out of a hat, like a wizard, just kind of cast a spell and figure out how cold it's going to be.
Eggs, bacon, and hot dogs.
Y'all all get together and kind of get a little group session going, and the fellas up north say, hey, we're going to predict cold, so in 2 or 3 days, y'all need to say it's going to get cold down there.
Now, I wish it was as easy as flipping a coin or maybe even just pulling things out of a hat, but it's not. However, our crystal ball works pretty well.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Now, of course, the forecast is subject to error, and some of you let us know.
So if you said that we're going to have a 90% chance of rain and it doesn't rain, then I think you look stupid.
Well, when you only got to be right like 10% of the time, there's not much you should be doing to prepare for your job.
So let's just say those people aren't my friends on Facebook, but here's a few winners.
I think there's a lot of study that goes into it. I'm pretty sure you guys don't just pick out of a hat.
You are trying to predict something that Mother Nature is working on. It's a work in progress.
Our research starts hours in advance of the upcoming show. We look at raw model data and we translate it for you to understand. Maps that show barometric pressure, upper level winds, and temperatures from the surface all the way up into the upper atmosphere. We also look at satellite imagery that shows clouds and water vapor loops that show the amount of moisture in the air. But believe it or not, the best tool, a meteorologist's eyes and ears, and the experience to make judgment calls that go against model data. Even you, the viewer, can contribute greatly to a forecast by sending in storm reports of what you see. Through all of these tools and research, forecasting accuracy is at an all-time high of about 85% to date. And the key point to understand is that meteorology is not an exact science. It's constantly changing, and for that reason, a forecast may differ from one day to the next, but hardly ever by a couple of degrees. And for me personally, the hardest thing to forecast is winter conditions here in the South. But as for tomorrow's forecast, well, I'll let Tom handle that one. I'm forecaster Clay Ostarly, and tune in next week as I answer for you whether it's true.